Hello. Making this video because it's been 2 months since I've had my dreads, and I've had a lot of changes from probably I think the last video. So let's get started. Actually I have no plan prior to making this video, so I'm just pretty much gonna list off the top of my head what has changed in the last month. Here we go. So I used to have 2 ties on the, one of the bottom, one on each side. One was tan and one was light green. I had wraps that zigzagged kind of on these ones. I took those off because I took those off about 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, because I noticed that hair was dreading around them and they were kind of getting stuck in there. So I took some scissors, I cut the little knot that I made at the bottom, used the very tip of one of the sides of the scissors to pull out the string, because otherwise it probably would have gotten caught in there. It was really sad because this one, which I named Jasmine because it was zigzagged and awesome, if you look at my previous videos, is now, it's got little loopies, and I palm rolled it once, lightly, and this bump kind of went away on its own. This one is turning into one big lump, and I'm sure if I decide to palm roll it, it will turn just into a cylindrical dread. Second, I had debated for a really long time. I had a big one here. I think it was my first one and oldest one. It was like this, right? And I was like, that is going to be massive if if you combine that. You can't really see, but there you go. That's how big the section was. So I divided it into 2, and I'm a lot happier. These are about a week or 2 old, so they're completely dreaded until here. That's how much loose hair I have there. And for this one, it's about there. Okay. Third, I noticed that when I sectioned, well, I didn't really section. So what happened is I'll have a dread here, like this is where the root is. And then I accidentally grabbed a chunk of hair, like here. And so what happens is this hair, it starts dreading, okay, so it's like that. And it starts dreading, right? And then this loop goes up and connects like that. So there's like an empty space. I'll just show you. Essentially, it's like this one. Okay, so I had a lot of these, you see that? It like splits in 2. Because there was a piece of hair that was too far away from the actual section that the dread is coming from. So, on this side, I've pulled out a couple. I've been able to separate and pull out that chunk. So that's why I have a lot of loose, full chunks of hair on this side. Like that. And so forth. But, I guess this gets into my next point. I used to have a big chunk of loose hair, which I believe is this one, that I tried to incorporate into this. And I got impatient and I crochet hooked. Took out my crochet. My crochet needle. So I went to craft store, and this was the smallest one they had, and I was just so impatient. Like, I left my crochet needle at my apartment back at school because I was like, oh, I won't need it. Yeah, 2 weeks in to coming home, I was like, God, I cannot stand my loose hair. And I broke down and bought a 0.9 crochet needle. So it's pretty small. I wish I kind of got a little smaller, but it works just fine for me. So I definitely cleaned up this side, as you can probably tell. This side is pretty much a mess, and I like to say right now that my hair is in the teenage stage because it's kinky. Pretty kinky. Like, It's got a lot of, I mean, you can't really see them too much, but feeling them, I can feel where there's kinks and bumps and like hard areas, and then like softer, squishy areas, like this one, like splits in half in the middle here, like, but like between these is hard, like, I don't know, it's weird. They're all kind of sort of weird right now. For like a week ago, I also dreaded a part of my bangs because I feel like my bangs take up like half my head. But they're just not long enough right now for me to want to dread them. Because I did this chunk and it, see how long it is here? Well, it dreaded down to here and stuck up, and I just couldn't stand it. Like, there's no way that I could pin it back in my ponytail or like tuck it underneath another one to keep it flat. It would just constantly stand up. Okay. I also blended some tips. That was along with, I mean, that's an attempt to blend a tip. Like that one. You know, I don't really care that there's like loose hair coming off of them. I just kind of was blindly just did it. So I kind of like the look of some done and some not. I definitely want to tuck in some of this loose hair that's down here because I'm liking the look of this side. And it looks good. Okay, let's move on to decorations. So I took out the strings. Took out all the paperclip beads for now. I'm gonna start making a little, have a little like pouch to put all of my decorations in. But as of now, at this moment, I went to the bead store with my friend. I got these two brass, well, I don't even know if they're really brass, but these two beads. And from the same place, I got this one, which I really dig. It has a really large opening, so it can slide super easily on this one. And this is a pretty decent, I mean, it's like a pen size. I still have my glass bead. I'm never gonna take this off since it's like my first decoration. What else do I have? I got a lot of the metal. What's this one? Yeah. And one more I should have somewhere. It was on a teeny tiny one. Did I take it off? Did it fall off? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, it might have fallen off. It was kind of like a long. No, I didn't take it off. It was kind of at the very tip of one of them, so oops. Anyway, unless I just am dumb right now and I can't feel it. Okay, also, I was gonna try and find a video editing program so that I could put some clips of when I went to Folk Life last weekend, I believe. But I got impatient. I was like, I'm just gonna make a video. So here's the decoration that I got. Okay, this is bronze. This is actually bronze, and it has a little flower. You can't see that at all, I bet. Is there too much light? There's too much light or something. I'm trying to... Whatever, there's flowers on it, like, imprinted into it. And so, essentially, I wish my dreads were longer so that I could actually do it properly. I'll just show you all of these. I'm gonna look like Jack Sparrow. I kind of want to put it in one of the underlayer ones. And then, the cool thing about this is that they had a lot of different kinds. They also had silver and platinum. And they had titanium, which was different, like, different colors of, like, kind of a pastel-y, like, purples, blues, and greens, I think. And I really wanted to get that, but I was like, I don't know, like, this is more of a neutral, and I kind of like it. They also had charms that were attached to them, but those were, like, $10 more expensive. So I just got a plain one, and it has a hole in the bottom so that you can attach your own charm or, beads or whatever that dangle on the bottom of it. But this is cool because what you can do is you take a dread and you start at the top, you press the top around the dread, like so, like cup it kind of, and then you wrap the dread around like so. You can even, no, you can use these for normal hair too. You just grab a chunk and keep it together and hold the piece together tightly. And so it's like that, and it'd be really cool with like something dangling off. I saw one that had a round bronze pendant kind of hanging off with a couple of like clear beads, and on the bronze pendant was a tree, and I was like, that's me. But I didn't want to pay $27 for it, so my boyfriend's going to buy me a charm. He said, he's excited to go and find one for me, so it's cool. Yeah, I like that. But the thing is with this and how short my hair is, it's so like long and like there's no bending in it whatsoever. So like can't really lay on it. Sometimes if I put it in the wrong position, it like stabs into my neck. So it's kind of a downside, but it's so easy to take out that it doesn't even matter, because what you do is you just unhook the bottom, how it is. You just unwrap the bottom. Okay, so it's like that, and then you just unscrew it essentially. Just twist it one direction, and you feel it start to give, and you just go blue, and it's out. And yeah, it's cool. I think I might keep that there for tonight. They're pretty cool. It's super easy. I like it. Anything else? After 2 months, I mean, some of them are pretty squishy, but they're getting like pretty hard as well. Been washing. Well, the last week I only washed like once. A week before I washed about 2 times. So I've been kind of reducing my washing, but I want to get back more into soap and make sure they're clean. And I'm going to do a deep rinse soon. I'll probably make a video of when I do that. The deep cleanse by Lazy Dreads. So, I'll see how much gunk I can get out of my dreads after 2 months. I don't mean to make this video crazy long, but if anyone has any questions after 2 months, but anyone who watches this, I have a question for you. I mean, I'd love responses. So, what is your favorite thing about dreads? If you have them, what do you love about them? If you want to get them, why would you consider having them? If you don't want them, but you think that they look cool, like, what makes you think they look cool? So, why do you like dreads? Alright, guys, I'll see you later. Bye. I forgot to give you a spin around, so here we go. Real quick. Oh. I also like to put it back like so, just tie it back sometimes. And so that looks like so. Okay. Bye, guys.